Ever since I was a child, I've been fascinated by stories of the strange and the unexplained. I would spend hours in a dimly lit room, reading books about ghosts, mysterious creatures, and unsolved mysteries. But among all these tales, there was one category that captivated my imagination: the most ancient grimoires. These aren't just old books filled with arcane symbols. They are said to hold the secrets of the universe and knowledge that humanity was perhaps never meant to uncover. They're more than just collections of spells. They are keys to understanding powers beyond our comprehension. Grimoires have been shrouded in mystery and fear for centuries. They were banned, burned, and hidden away, yet they always found a way to survive. And maybe that's why they're so alluring. After all, what could be more intriguing than a forbidden fruit? Today, we're going to dive into some of the most infamous and enigmatic grimoires that continue to captivate and draw in those who seek forbidden knowledge. But before we dive in, let's answer the burning question: what exactly are grimoires? Where did they come from? And how were they used? Why did people risk everything to possess and study them? The term grimoire comes from the Old French word grammaire, which originally referred to books of grammar but eventually became associated with books of magic. Unlike ordinary books, grimoires were believed to be more than mere texts. They were seen as powerful objects that could grant their readers control over supernatural forces, summon spirits, or even influence fate itself. Throughout history, grimoires were used by scholars, occultists, and even priests. While some sought knowledge and enlightenment, others sought power, wealth, or revenge. Owning a grimoire was often seen as dangerous, not just because of the knowledge they contained, but because of the consequences that might come with unlocking that knowledge. Let's start with one of the oldest grimoires known, the Heptameron by Pietro di Abano. Written in the late Middle Ages, this book is a guide to summoning spirits based on the 7 days of the week. Each day is linked to specific rituals, angelic names, and instructions on how to summon spirits associated with that day. But it's not just a book of invocations, it's a roadmap to hidden powers believed to be accessible only through divine intermediaries. According to legend, those who successfully performed these rituals could gain protection, wisdom, or even visions of the future. But as you might imagine, meddling with such forces comes with a price. The Heptameron is infamous for the risks involved, with many accounts of practitioners facing dire consequences. Next, we have the Treatise on Practical Magic by Papus. Written in the 19th century by the French occultist Gerard and Cause, known by his pseudonym Papus, this grimoire focuses on practical techniques for harnessing the powers of the mind and the universe. Unlike older grimoires that relied heavily on rituals and invocations, Papus emphasized the power of the human mind and will. He believed that anyone could tap into these forces with the right focus and intention. This grimoire became a cornerstone for modern occult practices, blending Eastern philosophy with Western esoteric traditions. It's fascinating how Papus combined mystical teachings with psychological insights, making it a unique blend of magic and early psychology. Moving on to one of the most controversial grimoires in history, the Oathbound Book of Honorius. This medieval text is said to have been dictated by the devil himself to Pope Honorius III. The book is filled with dark rituals, including summoning demons to do one's bidding. Its contents were so feared that even possessing a copy could lead to accusations of witchcraft. The rituals detailed in this grimoire were believed to be so powerful that they could bend reality to the user's will. However, the risks involved were immense. Legends tell of practitioners who were driven mad or even died after performing its rituals. Whether these tales are true or just cautionary stories remains a mystery. Now let's talk about the Lesser and Greater Keys of Solomon. These two books are attributed to King Solomon, the biblical king who was said to possess wisdom beyond any man of his time. The grimoires include rituals, sigils, and spells for summoning and controlling spirits. The Lesser Key is more focused on summoning demons, while the Greater Key deals with angelic forces and protection. What's fascinating is that these texts have influenced countless magical traditions throughout history. They were considered essential for any serious practitioner of the occult, yet they also carried the risk of invoking forces that could not easily be controlled. The Hermetic Corpus is a collection of writings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who was said to be a combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. This grimoire is less about rituals and more about spiritual enlightenment, exploring the mysteries of existence, the cosmos, and the divine mind. The teachings in the Hermetic Corpus laid the foundation for many occult traditions, focusing on the idea that by understanding the universe, one could control it. It's a philosophical grimoire that continues to inspire those who seek a deeper understanding of the metaphysical world. The Book of Enoch and Picatrix are two of the oldest known grimoires. The Book of Enoch delves into the secrets of the Watcher's fallen angels who came to Earth and shared forbidden knowledge with humanity. The Picatrix, on the other hand, is an ancient Arabic text that focuses on astrology, alchemy, and the magical properties of celestial bodies. These grimoires explore not just the power of rituals, but the influence of the stars and cosmic forces. They teach that by aligning oneself with these forces, one can achieve great power, but also face great dangers. Finally, we come to one of the most infamous grimoires of the 20th century, Aleister Crowley's Book of the Law. Crowley claimed to have received this book through divine inspiration from a being called Awas. The book's message is both revolutionary and controversial, proclaiming "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." It's a manifesto for self-liberation and breaking free from societal norms. But be warned, Crowley's grimoire is not for the faint of heart. It challenges not just religious beliefs, but the very nature of morality. It remains a source of fascination and fear among occult enthusiasts to this day. Grimoires are more than just dusty old books. They are the remnants of humanity's never-ending quest for knowledge and power. But as we've seen today, with great knowledge often comes great danger. Are you willing to take that risk? If you enjoyed this dive into the world of grimoires, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next journey into the unknown. Thank you for watching, and remember, some secrets are better left undiscovered.